Hey friends, welcome back. So today I have my husband here with me. I thought I would bring him in, torture him another time. Last time he was here, we did that bookshelf makeover. So today we thought it would be fun if
I pick out the stuff.
If he picks out the stuff. Like all of it.
All of it.
So on our way home, we have this neighbor that always leaves goodies. For us, we'd like to say. So we saw we saw this little nugget on the side of the road. So we took it back, and this is what we're going to be painting today. So Ben is going to be walking around the studio here and picking out everything. Then I will be painting it. So let's go. Ooh. Doesn't know any of these brands, the reputations, anything. So he just purely picked out things that visually intrigued him. We have the Behr chalk paint paired with Dixie Belle's in the name. Next that we have are our pearlescence. That was the Sloan Glaze, and we have Modern Masters Metallics. Sloan's Glaze, it is a really rich and pearly, so that we're going to see that later on. We have our water-based poly, so he did a really good job picking that out. We have our glass bead gel, so I'll be showing you how to work with that. See, he grabbed 3 of my Shiva paint sticks. These are actually really good to use for gilding waxes. And I guess, yeah, who can forget the mountain of stencils that he gave me to work with. Yeah, well, I'll be showing you the legs that he chose, and we'll probably be
what color is that?
It's mirror.
Ah!
Mirror,
fun.
Like, yeah, fun stuff.
These are the tools, you know the rules. Have fun.
Cool. Let's get to it.
You also have to paint everything with just this.
I think that I have a direction, but you know, we'll just see once we get in here. So I'm going to start laying on some paint. I think I'm going to actually do a blend today. So we're going to start with the dark on the bottom, and then I'll try the gray on the top, and then maybe some of the opal in the middle. So just kick back and relax, and let's see how this goes. I've often thought about showing the guy that leaves his furniture out, going back and showing him the things that we created with it. Well, I say we, and it's just me, but you know, like Benjamin's brought it home. And anyways, I often thought about actually just like showing him a picture of it, or just kind of seeing like his reaction. I don't know. Could be fun. Then I'd be like, what if like he's one of those neighbors where it's like they want it back. Okay, hitting back in the middle. So I like to bring it up. No two sides are going to look the same, so don't worry about that. I'm not going for a perfect smooth blend because of this surface. So it's just all about knowing your surfaces, knowing what you can get out of what you're working with, and then shooting for that. Because if you try to do something that you just know isn't going to work with that surface, it's, you know, it's possible. It just takes longer. It's not a happy place. And we wanna have happy times here, right? All right. Now, you know, we're going to go back and perfect all the sloppy edges. My main focus right now is working with the wet paint. All right, bringing it down. Okay, so I blended my very first piece of furniture in my room, like when I was 12, and then with latex. Then I did a really cool like circle blend. It's on a wall, I would say like when I was in my 20s. And then I started, you know, doing this professionally with chalk paint. And when I started doing this, you know, I really tried to do the perfection stuff, you know, blending seamlessly, and really wanted to make it perfect. But sometimes, you know, it's just, you get too hard on yourself when you do that, and then you think that you don't know how to do it. I've said this a lot, and some of my old videos that don't get watched, but everybody blends differently. So just because if you don't blend like one person does, it doesn't mean that you don't know how to paint good. So just take that how you want. But ta-da! I know what I want to do with these fronts, so that's going to be something fun. So I'm going to take a break, let the sides dry. In the meantime, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Click the little subscribe button down below. Let's go ahead and take 15, grab a little snack and a beverage, and meet back for some more artistic inspiration for your furniture. We are back. I just had to change my shirt. It's getting a little stuffy. We're gonna lay on the second blend and pull everything together. Just something to note, I am doing a dry blend today, so just purely working with the paint and the brush and blending it together. So it would be nice to carry on the ombre to the front and then just painted the inside as well. So Benjamin gave me pretty much all the stencils under the sun, and I have to use at least like something out of each one of them. So I laid down the table, and we're going to start off with some bead gel and this one. So everybody, a glass bead gel is exactly what it sounds like. They're little glass beads in some gel. So just, you want to keep your toddlers and your pets away from this when you have it out. So I'll be mixing some of the dark paint, so it will give a nice contrast with that gray, along with a good dollop of that Sloan pearl glaze. It's been a long time since I've done bead gels. This is gonna be fun. When you're applying this over your stencil, it's not going to be smooth like when you're applying a putty or a mud, but the gel does help move things along, but the beads make it really gritty. So you just want to take your time and go a little bit more slower than usual, and you'll be just fine. So I'm going to be carrying on a few of the flowers from this stencil, and then I'll be adding on some more of the others. So that's going to knock out a few of our stencils from the mound of stencils that Ben has given me. Just finishing up on our spare painting, you know, touching up all those Behr pieces. So I am painting this in the Behr, and I have a really fun plan with this, so stick around because I want to share it with you. I'm also going to be painting the top in the Behr. I think that that will pair nicely with that shelf. Now I created this ombre in the pearl hues, so I'll the dark, and then the medium, and then the white pearl. So let's see what I'll be doing with it. Surprise, surprise. Stencils. So I'm going to try to create something that looks like a full-on stencil sheet and finishing up all these stencils, trying to make it look cohesive. So sometimes what helps me out is taping some stencils off to help me keep on track on what I actually want to use of the stencil. And what I'm going to be doing here is just creating and playing with that ombre. So let's see how it looks. So if anything, it was really fun to practice that pearl ombre with the stencil, but you know, I kind of like how it turned out. But one thing is for sure, I love the bead gel in the front. It is exquisite. Just going to go ahead and get this poly top coat out of the way before we do our gilding waxes. It's always a good idea to get your top coat done and out of the way before you do your decorative finishes. It just, especially if your decorative finishes are wax based. So like I said at the very beginning, these Shiva sticks are just fantastic. They're like gilding waxes, but in crayon form. So and who doesn't like to feel like a kid again, playing with your coloring crayons, but on furniture, it's fantastic. So what I'm going to be doing, because these aren't colors that I would normally have picked out in general for the whole thing, I'm going to be just going along and figuring it out. So I'll be playing around with some different colors, mushing them together. So hang out and stick around for that final reveal and see what I come up with. So Ben literally picked out these legs last minute. He thought that he got the silver kind, but it actually came chrome. So he decided, what's the point of spray painting them in mirror when they're already chrome? So we just put the spray paint can to the side and just stuck with the chrome option for the legs. So I'm just taking off the rollers and replacing it with these. Okay, so what do you think? How'd I do?
Did pretty good.
Yeah?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the stencil on the edges.
The bead gel?
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yep. So I used everything, but we agreed not to do the mirror. It was a pass because of the legs that you picked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legs I picked out already had a mirror effect on it, so it's kind of redundant at this point.
Okay,
So what did you think? Did you like it?
Yes.
Was it fun?
It was a challenge, but yeah, it was fun.
So what was the most challenging part for you?
I feel like the most challenging part was all the stencils.
All the stencils?
Yeah, because
that wasn't that bad.
I mean, it looks like it's all tatted out. Like the whole thing. I mean, the front is fine, but I think that the shelf is. And then I think that the other one, I don't really like the blue on the gilding wax kind of thing. Like, I don't like how it's like really frosty and it's more like a powdery blue, which I would have liked something a little bit more like that held a contrast like gold, which I tend to pick out a lot more. Okay,
so what did you like the most about it?
Definitely playing with the bead gel and doing the blend. So I haven't done a blend or a bead gel in a while, so that was a lot of fun.
See?
Yep, so very good. So now for you, did you like, so did you miss not being included in this as much? Or yeah. So maybe next time I'll include you a little bit more. This one, I think you got away a little too easy. So next one.
Maybe I can do something from her picking stuff out.
Hey, it'll have to be a real doozy from the side.
I'll make it fun.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for sticking around. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. My upload schedule has been a little wonky, but I'm getting back on track with that. So just go ahead and subscribe, hang out with me from some furniture inspiration, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
If you ever did this for like a customer, I would only say like things like this particular stencil. Reverse it so that it mirrors the other side.
Okay.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be, who you're going to be, who you're going to be.